play. I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the
CCSL Celebration Center. It's been a while. My name is Leah Morris. It's a pleasure to be with you. Again, thank you, Lynn Hollyfield, for the invitation. This song is called Traveling On, and it's the first song I wrote at the top of the year. When we get to the chorus, you'll discover that those words, traveling on, are pretty inviting, at least I hope so. And if you feel inspired, please sing with me. This day is stretched before us like a long winding road. The only thing we know is that we're traveling the unknown. While change is our companion, so our kindness, love and faith. So let us keep on moving, forward is the only way. We're traveling on, traveling on. Sometimes we may feel lonely, though we never are alone. We're traveling on, traveling on. Why not take the road together since we're all just going home? The year is wide and open like a book we haven't read. So many chapters yet to write and lines we haven't said. We turn the page, we cross the stage and tell our little tale. And when it's done with hearts ablaze, then we can never fail. Traveling on, traveling on. Smiling as the grains of sand remind us how we've grown. Traveling on, traveling on. Why not take the road together since we're all just going home? Lives are stretched before us and God will, the way is long. Find laughter where you can, my friend, and comfort in a song. And when your roaming finds you in the chilling shade of doubt, keep rolling, don't you pitch no tent. Use the compass in your heart. Traveling on, traveling on. Every now and then agree to leave your comfort zone. Traveling on, traveling on. Why not take the road together since we're all just going home? Come on, let's take this road together since we're all just going home.
Good morning. My name is Irina Kurashevich, and I'm practitioner at the Celebration Center. And as we usually say, that we know and remember that our philosophy is based on the conviction that prayer works. And we are trained practitioners to pray about the conditions and knowing the truth behind the conditions. So for that, you always can fill the green cards that we have at the table. And if you watch us online, you always can scan this QR code, or you can go to the celebrationcenter.org, our website, and there is request a prayer button. So please give us this opportunity and give yourself this opportunity to pray with practitioners. Also today, I'm available after the service if someone wants what we call 5-minute miracle. And with that, let's read our vision. Awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And just let's go into a quiet place as we practice prayer and centering during this time of our time together. And I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And just relax and feel the support of your chair or the floor if you watch us from the floor. Whatever supports you, remember that this is perfect manifestation of the divine support that is always here. And to celebrate our oneness with God, I invite us all to take 3 squared breaths. So that will be inhale, hold, and exhale. So relax. Focus on your heart area. And let's breathe. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. And continue to breathe into your heart center, feeling the connection that it exists within always. And today, my reading that I chose from Ernest Holmes is called A Reflection of Peace. Peace is not something you must search for in the outer world. It already exists within us, at the very center of our being. Beneath every worry, every fear, every moment of confusion, there is a quiet peace in the soul, where life remains calm and undisturbed. When we pause and turn our thought inward, we begin to recognize this stillness. It is the presence of life itself moving gently through us. Nothing we face can truly disturb this inner sanctuary unless we give it the power to do so. Peace comes when we trust that there is an intelligence and goodness at the heart of life. This wisdom sustains us, guides us, and restores balance when our minds become troubled. As we remember this, we naturally release tension and allow harmony to return. Let us therefore take a moment to be still, to breathe slowly, to let our thoughts settle. In this quiet awareness, we discover that peace is not fragile or temporary. It is steady, enduring, and always available. Each time we return to this inner center, we strengthen our connection to it. And from this place of peace within ourselves, we begin to bring peace into our words, our actions, and our relationships with others. Peace begins within, and from there, it gently touches the whole world. And I know that the divine power, the creative power of the universe and beyond that I choose to call God today is peace. It is love, it is joy, it is beauty, it is wholeness. And I know that I am one and inseparable from it, as it is the only power of the universe that exists because life is God itself. And from my oneness, I speak the word of truth about everyone who can hear me right now. I declare everyone's oneness with the divine power, oneness with beauty, joy, abundance, prosperity, wholeness, and peace. And I know that all the prayer requests are already answered in the perfect mind of God, as I know perfect and radiant health. I know perfect employment with lavish compensation an ability to use the skills and talents easily and effortlessly. I know love, dealing with love in all negotiations right now. I know love within all the relationships. Wisdom. I know abundance and prosperity, where there is a situation of lack, as we do not deny the physical reality of the world. I know spiritual truth, and it is abundance and peace, love and joy, beauty and harmony. And I know perfect wisdom, perfect knowledge coming to those who study. And I know joy in everything we put our hands on. And I'm so grateful to know that peace exists. It exists in my heart and in the heart of everyone. And I know that the world is ready to reveal peace, as I am ready to reveal it within me. And I'm so grateful to have my faith, to have this opportunity to speak the word of truth, to know it and to love it. And I just simply let it be, knowing that it is already done in the perfect mind of God. And I accept it, and I let God. And this is so, and so it is.
Called This World, and I wrote it today, so you'll be the first people other than me to hear it. This world wants me to go mad. Your news outlets want me to think that it's all bad. Oh, some days waking up is a cold bath. Some days I just wanna laugh. Oh, but I cry sometimes. I cannot lie sometimes. I lie awake at night sometimes and wonder how it got so crazy. I'm not looking down. I won't be giving up. I'm giving all I've got to this world. This world, stupid luck or a mistake. Oh, this world gets me smacking my own face. This world, the kind of girl you can't replace. This world is where I live and I'll die. She makes me cry sometimes. I cannot lie sometimes. I have to kneel and pray sometimes and ask if this is indication we've been falling down. But can we get back up? 'Cause right now all we've got is this world. On the back of a turtle floating round and round and round and round and round and round in space. La 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 la. I'm giving all I've got to this world. La 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 la. Right now, all we've got is this world.
All right, and there I am. I'm right in this world. That was a beautiful song. The voice, the message, that was amazing. Good segue into me introducing our guest speaker. So it's my privilege to introduce Linda Orr-Easo, and she is a CSL spiritual practitioner, coach, trainer, and energy therapist. She previously served as president of CSL Geneva and as vice chair of the CSL Outreach Committee. She's also part of the leadership team supporting the global meditations for peace in Ukraine and around the world. And now, Linda devotes her time to helping people reconnect with the truth within themselves and to discover how, from that place of alignment, life can open to greater joy, love, compassion, and abundance. So let's give a very warm welcome to Linda Orr-Easo.
Thank you, Jason, and thank you to everyone at the Celebration Centre. It really is an honour to be invited back here, and so thank you. And imagination, the theme for this week. Imagination, what a beautiful word, especially when we open to this to create something that we do want to experience in our lives. Sometimes it can make us feel like a child again. I know it does for me. When we could play, explore, and create freely without worrying whether something was practical or even realistic. I remember that when I was painting as a young girl, realism certainly wasn't my strong point. And this comes from feedback from the art teacher. And yet imagination, as we know, is far more than that. Not to escape, not as fantasy, but as creative, sacred power. It's an invitation to open to infinite possibilities that we know are already there. Just waiting for us to simply say yes. Have you ever noticed how just one small moment of imagination can suddenly open up a whole new sense of possibility, of hope? It allows us to see beyond circumstance, beyond repetition, beyond what seems unchangeable. Without imagination, we simply repeat. We repeat what happened yesterday or what has happened in the past. And with imagination, it's as if something opens in our hearts, opens in our minds. And when we choose to see, to feel, and to know this is now so, as we know this is how we create. For imagination, it feels like standing at the edge of a wide horizon with possibilities in every direction, not just one future, but many. It stretches us beyond the known, beyond habit, beyond the quiet assumptions that we may not even realize that we've been carrying. And yet, when everything seems possible, which direction do we choose? Too many choices can leave us feeling confused, or it's as if we're being pulled in different directions. Sometimes, and I can certainly recognize myself in this, we analyze the pros and the cons of each possibility. And that helps, or it can do that sometimes. But when everything comes only from the thinking mind, we're often seeing just a very small part of the bigger picture. The part that is shaped only by our past experience. And yet we know that there is a power greater than we are. And this is where our intuition comes in. That quiet voice that is always there guiding us. That voice that Irena mentioned just a few moments ago. When we begin to listen within to what feels right, to what we are being drawn to from a deeper level of our being. Not what could I do or what should I do. Not what would look good or would look impressive. No. But what is aligned with my path, with who I am. And when we do listen, there is this beautiful, gentle sense of calm, of confidence, of knowing that this is ours to do. It's as if imagination opens us to these infinite possibilities, and intuition brings us to the truth within. Imagination asks, what if? Intuition asks, is this true for you? Both, as we know, are sacred. As Ernest Holmes wrote, we are surrounded by a creative intelligence. It receives the impress of our thought and acts upon it. Through imagination, we begin to sense what could be created. We begin to see what life might be inviting into form. And intuition ensures that what we shape is aligned with love. Not ego, not fear, not comparison. As Rumi reminds us so gently, so simply, there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. If we only live in imagination, we may feel inspired, but scattered. And quite often we end up doing very little, or at least maybe not as much as we had chosen to. If we rely only on intuition, without allowing imagination to stretch us, we may stay within what feels safe. we may never allow ourselves to glimpse what is truly possible. Together, they create divine-led transformation. And when we speak about co-creating a world that works for all, imagination allows us to envision shared joy, peace, healing, compassion, love, and harmony. Intuition asks, is this true for you? Does this feel aligned with who you are? And what small step might be yours to take? Because as we know, a world that works for all, it doesn't usually appear all at once. It emerges through the small, sincere steps that each of us is willing to take. Imagination allows us to see that world. Intuition gently shows us the part that is ours to live. We imagine widely, and sometimes even wildly, and we move intuitively. Now, rather than just speaking about this, I invite us to experience it together. As I know you're now all sitting comfortably, and if it feels right for you, I invite you to gently close your eyes and allow your breath to soften even more. Imagine a version of your life or in the world where love and wholeness are more fully expressed. Let yourself stretch beyond what feels practical. Imagine and connect to what feels freer, what feels more alive. I invite you to stay with this for just a moment. And now, see a door in front of you representing this first thought or image. Now see another door in front of you. And then another. And another. And another. See yourself standing in front of these 5 doors. Know that each one represents a way in which you can contribute even more to your life, to the world. Let us take a moment to simply accept that this is true, as there are infinite possibilities. Now sense which one makes you feel more alive. Which one are you being drawn to? If the label on the door is not yet completely clear, know that the clarity is there, simply waiting for you to open more to it. Now, bring your attention inward to your breath to your body and listen within. Ask yourself, is this truly mine to do? Not analyzing, just listening. If so, I invite you to walk through that door. In front of you, you see a path. And if there's more than one path, just listen within to which one you are most drawn to. Step onto that path. What is this one small step that feels true? And I invite you to take a deep breath to anchor that knowing. Imagination expands us, intuition, it grounds us. Imagination multiplies, and through intuition, we have clarity. When they work together, we stop chasing everything and we begin embodying something. We move from dreaming about a better world to quietly living into it. And that is sacred practice. Imagination it's a divine gift. And intuition is divine guidance. When we dare to dream and dare to listen, we don't just see a better world, we begin walking it. We know we're not here simply to imagine a better world, we are here to participate in its becoming. Imagination is the way Spirit invites us beyond limitations, the limitations that we have created in our minds. It reveals what could be expressed through us. Intuition is the way Spirit guides that expression into form. When we imagine from love, when we listen from wholeness, when we act from alignment, we're not just hoping for change, we are cooperating with the creative intelligence of the universe. So may we dare to imagine boldly. May we listen inwardly. May we trust the voice that does not use words. And may we walk step by step into the world we long to see. I'd like to end with a prayer. There is one infinite presence, one creative intelligence, one loving spirit moving through all of life. I know this presence is fully alive within each of us now. I know that imagination is a sacred gift. opening us to possibility. I know that intuition is divine guidance, gently leading us into what is true, aligned, and ours to do. So I affirm for each one here clarity where there has been uncertainty, calm where there has been hesitation, and a deep trust in the wisdom within. May each person feel guided, grounded, and open to the next step that is theirs to take. I know that as we imagine from love, listen with willingness, and move in alignment, life responds. New pathways open. Greater good unfolds. And what is seeking to emerge through us finds its way with grace. For this knowing, for this presence, and for the good already unfolding, I give thanks. And so it is. Thank you.
Song by Reverend Wendy Luella Perkins from Canada. She wrote the melody and the lyrics, and I just added the harmonies in. It's called Oxygen. What do I choose to give oxygen to today? What wolves will I feed and which will I keep at bay? When the world overwhelms me, in the quiet of my heart I'll say, what do I choose to give oxygen to today? What do I choose to give oxygen to today? What wolves will I feed and which will I keep at bay? When the world overwhelms me, in the quiet of my heart I'll say, what do I choose to give oxygen to today? What do I choose to give oxygen to today? What wolves will I feed and which will I keep at bay? When the world overwhelms me, in the quiet of my heart I'll say, what do I choose to give oxygen to today? What do I choose to give oxygen to today?
That was very cool. Very cool. And also, Linda, that was an amazing talk. I think imagination is super important, especially as we enter our adult lives. I had a professor in college. He would always say, this is computer science, not imagination science. And I did not like when he said that, because I think I love to imagine things. I love using my imagination. I think code is meaningless until the human puts their spark of creativity into it, because otherwise it's just like, why are you even developing in the first place? So, let's try to lead with our imagination. It's very, very powerful. And with that, I just want to thank you again, Linda. That was amazing. Let's give you a big round of applause. That was incredible. It's always a blessing and a gift for us to have you here. And with that, I just want to ask, is anyone here attending our service for the first or second time? Maybe if you're online and it's your first time viewing, send us a comment in the chat. Introduce yourselves, let us know where you're viewing from, and we would love to get to know you. And, here at the Celebration Center, we're all about forming meaningful, long-lasting connections, and we would love to stay in touch with you. So if you'd like, please utilize this QR code and fill out the online form through our website to stay up to date with our upcoming events. Or if you're old school, like to fill out things on paper, we have some cards on our table to your left, and you can give us your information and stay in contact with us, and we'll add you to our email mailing list. And at this point, I would like us all to become aware of our center's position in the law of circulation. We are a tithing community, and we appreciate and are so grateful for the tithes and gifts from our congregation. But with that being said, please know that all of the love, time, talent, treasure that you share with us is also a gift to our community, and we are so grateful to have you a part of it. And, on top of that, there are several ways that you can give. If you are in person, please feel free to drop off your donations in the basket on the table to your left. Or if you prefer digital transactions, you can scan this QR code and give that way. And if you're online, like I said, scan the QR code, or you can visit celebrationcenter.org and click on the big Give button. And you are also welcome to mail your gifts by snail mail in, and you can find our address at celebrationcenter.org. And with that, I would like to welcome Irina to bless the gifts and offerings.
Let's read our affirmation first. Take a deep breath and read with enthusiasm. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. With enthusiasm, right? And take another deep breath and let's pray. Let's pray and know that all the prayer requests that are fulfilled right now on a green card or on the website or just being formed in our brain, they're already fulfilled in the perfect mind of God. As there is nothing to look for, there is always to reveal. And I'm so blessed to know that. And I am blessed to know that the Celebration Center is perfect, whole, and complete. It is prosperity and abundance, manifestation of God's qualities. And I know generosity and abundance for everyone who comes here. I know abundance and prosperity for the wider community. As today, look at us. We don't know any borders. Linda was speaking to us from France. Leah was singing for us from Germany. And we're all here knowing our oneness. And that becomes possible because the Celebration Center exists. We meet people, we enjoy each other's company, and this is abundance of the universe and prosperity. And I'm so grateful to experience that, and I'm so grateful for those who give their talents and skills to the Celebration Center. Cookies, love, coffee, everything, time, and of course financial support. And I simply from this gratitude let it be, and so it is.
All right, thank you, Irina. And now, moving on to our announcements. We have some exciting things on our horizon. So, if you're not aware, we are starting something new, which is a pop-up choir once a month, usually on the fourth Sunday. Come here at 9:30 sharp to practice and sing for the 11 a.m. gathering. And we missed it last week with the snow day, so our first pop-up choir will be March 22nd. So warm up those vocal cords and get ready to sing. And then this Sunday is cookies and conversation today after our service. So please come join us for some good conversation and some caffeine. You can't go wrong with that. And Harrison also pointed out that on one of the graphics, it said that the Healing Circle was on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. It is actually occurring on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. So just wanted to make sure everyone was aware of that. There has not been a change. It's still Oh. Oh, 7:30, my bad. Okay, yeah, it's 7:30, not 7 to 8, so my bad. But yes, just to clarify that. Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. for the Healing Circle. And I believe that is it for our announcement. So now I would like to welcome back. Oh, and then we also, I'm getting ahead of myself. March 22nd, 12:15 p.m. after the service, we have our board meeting. That will be in person and also on Zoom. And we would love to have, it's an open meeting, and we would love to have you join and, speak with us, see what's going on behind the scenes. It's a great way to stay involved here for the community. And with that, now I'm done with announcements. So I would like to welcome back Leah Morris for the song, the closing song.
Precious Celebration Center, thank you so much for having me today, letting me share music in this time with you. I want to share one more song, and I want to invite you, if you're so inclined, to partake in the mudras, the movements that just enhance and help to deepen our experience of the message of the song. It goes like this. Keep let me put it on the side. Keep your heart wide open, though the waves want to push you around. You got to keep your heart wide open until your faith brings you back to solid ground. All right, so I'm going to be using the looper, and my hands won't be entirely free, but please keep singing and moving with me. Keep your heart wide open, though the waves want to push you around. You've got to keep your heart wide open until your faith brings you back to solid ground. I'm gonna keep my heart wide open, though the waves want to push me around. I'm gonna keep my heart wide open until my faith brings me back, to solid ground. I'm gonna keep my heart wide open, though the waves want to push me around. I'm gonna keep my heart wide open until my faith brings me back, to solid ground.
That is so cool. That is what an amazing, great. Thank you all so much for allowing this to happen. And now let's stay standing and repeat after me for an affirmation. I am open at the top. I am open in my heart. I use my imagination to welcome fuller expression. I am perfect. I am whole. I am complete. And so it is.